Again, I don't know whether this video is working properly. It seemed to be a bit slow then, but I think it's working properly now. Yes, I have just purchased another great book, the Book of Luminous Things, that comes across the opposite on your screen, I think. An international anthology of poetry. I was lucky to get it at such a decent price, I think. And I want to read you the first poem in it. Hang on, is it the first poem is in it? It isn't the first. The first poem in it is by D.H. Lawrence, but that's not the one I want to read. Is this by David Wagoner? Wagoner, it is actually Wagoner, left Scotland, where in his youth he acquired popularity as a folk poet for political reasons, and moved to America, where he dedicated himself to observing nature, particularly birds. So, you know, this poem may even be true. And if it is, well, you know, I don't know, but I'll read it to you and see what you think. The author of American Ornithology sketches a bird now extinct. And then it says Alexander Wilson, Washington, N.C., 1809. When he walked through town, the wing-shot bird he'd hidden inside his coat began to cry like a baby, high and plaintive and loud as the calls he'd heard while hunting it in the woods. And goodwives stared and scurried indoors to guard their own from harm. And the innkeeper and the goodman in the tavern asked him whether his child was sick, then laughed, slapped knees and laughed as he unswaddled his prize, his pride and burden, an ivory-billed woodpecker, as big as a crow, still wailing and squealing. Upstairs, when he let it go in his workroom, it fell silent at last. He told at dinner how devoted masters of birds drawn from the life must gather their flocks around them with a rifle and make them live forever inside books. Later, he found his bedspread covered with plaster and the bird clinging beside a hole in the wall, clear through to already splintered weatherboards and the sky beyond. While he tied one of its legs to a table, it started wailing again, and went on wailing, as if towards cypress groves, while the artist drew and tinted on fine vellum its red cockade, grey claws, and sepia eyes, from which a white edge flowed to the lame wing, like light flying, and ended there in blackness. He drew and studied for days, eating and dreaming, fitfully through the dancing and loud drumming of an ivory bill that refused pecans and beetles, chestnuts and sweet sour fruit of magnolias, riddling his table, slashing his fingers, wailing. He watched it die, he said, with great regret. Well, you know, it strikes me that we're doing a lot of cataloguing nowadays of what's happening in nature, but whether we're doing anything to save it, I don't know. You know, it seems that we're all for the study, and that, you know, they do actually, you know, they do actually, like, catch birds to put the hooks on their claws and everything. even to study them and trace them and everything. But like, if we're going at the rate we are doing, driving around, I'm the only one in York on a normal bike apart from kids. You know, sorry, but there's something wrong somewhere. But I think that is a great poem. I love the aptness of it for today, and I love its meter and rhythms, and I hope I read it okay. Okay then, bye for now. Bye.